Hello, my lovely readers. This is Maxwell, the reporter, bringing you my report of what I thought was just going to be a one-off story, but I think there is a lot of material here. So much so that I think it could be made into a series. I think I'm going to have to do future episodes. And I'm really trying to come up with a name for this series that I'm going to put in the paper. And I think I have a really good one. And I want you guys to tell me what you think. Murder Dinner Party. I think it's going to be a real hit with the readers. So, episode 1.
Hi, Cenobite here. So I guess I should tell you about my first couple days at the manor. We set sail on beautiful, clear waters. We crept towards a small island in a steamboat at what seemed like a snail's pace. But as we got closer, you could see this fabulous, majestic manor just perched right in the middle of it there. And there was myself, there was the captain, and then there was 20 others on the boat. We're all set to attend this mysterious event that we've all been invited to. Really don't know much about it yet. The captain, we eventually got to the island. The captain, he kicked us off the boat, made our way up to the manor. We made our way inside, only to be greeted by the most terrifying, the most intimidating, but the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen, Miss S.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the manor. I'm Miss S. I am the host assistant. I'm here to make sure everything runs smoothly. If you have any questions, of course, come to me and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Now, before dinner, the host would like for everyone to go into their rooms, which are on the first floor, and get out of their traveling clothes. But before we do that, he would like for everyone to know that there is actually a Grand Master Suite on the second floor. I'm not going to randomly pick anyone to have that room, so we're going to play a little game. The key to the Grand Master Suite is hidden somewhere in the manor. The first person to find that key and unlock that door will be able to sleep in that room. Good luck!
Anyway, I get to this manor and I'm faced with this woman, Mrs. S, I think that's what it was. Excuse me, I have a terrible memory. Mrs. S, I believe. Anyways, we get there and she introduces us, and I'm still far too breathtaking from, the view and the place, and, I've struggled for so long that I've never really taken a taste for the finer things in life, so I was very taken aback by everything.
So then we, get into this mansion, which is gorgeous, by the way. Let me tell you, they don't make houses like this where I'm from. I mean, like, an apartment complex with a nice lobby. Sure, but like, when I tell ya, this thing has more rooms than I consume protein in one day. I mean, like, I consume a lot of protein in one day. So this is a pretty friggin' big house, if you ask me. I mean, but I can't really count or anything like that. I mean, like, I can figure out my macros, and I can figure out my sets and stuff, but way more rooms than calories and protein I consume in a day. Anyways, Miss S, the groundskeeper. She's kind of hot for an old lady, but yeah, she's kind of hot. But she kind of tells us, look, the owner of the house has hidden keys and wants to play a little game. So we're running around trying to find keys, trying to unlock rooms that we can stay in and see what's going on in the mansion. And I'm like trying, you know, like I'm dodging and I'm shifting and I'm diving and I'm like sliding around, you know, putting this cardio to work and shit, trying to find, you know, the room, because, you know, not only do I need a room that's closest to the gym and the kitchen, but I need a room that can house all this muscle here.
So, this first round was quite the doozy. I was hoping when we arrived to this gorgeous mansion that we would have time to, you know, socialize and look around. But there wasn't really much time to do that because we had to get right into it. So, I was pretty sure I had almost found the key, but the farmer just swooped in and he found it before I could. Whatever. I can prove myself at other points in the conversation.
So, we got to the manor, the little dinner party, and we were welcomed by Miss S. You know, we were chilling, and then they were talking about this big room upstairs and how we had to find the key. Whoever got the key was able to sleep in that room this week. Well, you know, living on the farm, a lot of items go missing, so you gotta search for them. So that really helped out, like, myself this week. So I ended up finding the key, and I got to sleep upstairs in the amazing room.
So look, when I got an invitation to this exclusive dinner party, I was extremely excited. A whole weekend with senators and aristocrats. I could smell the money from a mile away. And who doesn't need booze at a dinner party? I settled in for the weekend and things seemed to be going well. Everyone was drinking my wine, asking about rum. They had some really cheap stuff in the cabinet. I didn't need that kind of competition. I tossed that. The butler may have called me on it, but let's be real. You don't need that junk at a party with rich people.
So while little farmer boy gets to go upstairs and play Prince for a day, I sit back in the lounge waiting for this maid to come around and be useful for once and bring me a martini or something. Maybe somebody will help out with that. And then we hear a little bit of a scream coming from upstairs. Sounds like a little girl, but I know it's the farmer because I heard him talking enough to hear his voice. So we all rushing upstairs to see what the hullabaloo was about. And we open the door and there's the maid laying there in her own blood. Now, I'm a little frustrated because I still have not seen any other help around this house other than a guest butler. I don't know what he's doing here. And this one maid, who couldn't be bothered to give anybody a key to the Grandmaster bedroom, is laying there dead. So I'm guessing the broad finally got what was coming to her. But I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, who's the one who's done this? I didn't do this. I was downstairs. Farmer? Maybe the farmer did it, but no, he said he found her that way.
And who kills a maid? Ugh. I mean, you would have to think it would be someone who did not understand the importance of the maid. I've not had my bed made in 3 days, but hey! I mean, I wouldn't think it would be the senator. He knows the use of a maid. The butler, now he has to do everything on his own. The mistress, I'm sure she's been in situations where she knows the positives of having a maid around. I didn't think it was the clown. I'm quite sure that it wasn't the clown. I mean, honestly, I think he's a sad clown. And that little cinnamon bite guy, no, I think he's quite meek. I really do.
You know, when I walked into the dinner party, I didn't expect to see someone get murdered. I mean, I didn't see someone get murdered, but someone was murdered, and oh, the most unfortunate part is that it was the maid. Oh, poor maid, just sliced and diced for someone's lunch. But the more unfortunate part was that I was one of the prime suspects to murder her. According to the farmer, he just didn't know if it could have been me or not. Come on, I'm the clown. Would you really expect a clown to murder someone? I'm supposed to make someone smile and laugh and be goofy, not show someone their own death right in front of them.
But I had to nominate 2 prime suspects for that murder. Now, you see, that's a little hard because we all just got here and I didn't really know anyone, so... But, you know, talked around, talked to a few people, and I just went with, you know, who wasn't here that much, and, the Cenobite and, the clown weren't, they were here, but, like, they weren't, and, I was like, you know what, guys, I'm so sorry, but it is what it is.
2 suspects who were present at the time of the murder have been brought to our attention. The clown and the Cenobite. One of them did this. One of them made my breakfast late. And one of them needs to pay for this.
Before the maid died, she was signaling the main lane for help in Morse code. Now, I believe that the 2 suspects that the farmer pointed, the Cenobite and the clown, should be able to give me their alibi, prove their innocence. And I believe that the first person to decode her message truly wants to prove their innocence. So, good luck.
I tried to tell Miss S that I was in my room reading my Lovecraft novels all night, but to no avail. She was very persistent. I mean, and then the stares from the other guests, the shunning, sad, sympathetic looks. These continued for a whole other day until I was finally able to get Miss S to hear me out and listen to my alibi. I didn't think she was going to believe me. Not that she would have any reason to not to. She just really terrified me, you know. But anyway, I mean, I was cleared of any wrongdoing this time. The farmer realized that he must have had a lapse in judgment because then he fingered the hoarder. Boy, did he finger him hard.
Nominated the Cenobite and the clown, which, to be frank, can be kind of scary. So I can see where the farmer was coming from. The farmer, very, very honest, very hard-working individual. The Cenobite was able to prove his innocence to Miss S, so our beloved farmer had to nominate another individual, and it was the hoarder. Not many people knew much or of anything about the hoarder. Even myself, with all my note-taking, didn't have much information, and it was decided unanimously that he was probably the killer.
So then the farmer, he says, I think the hoarder did it. The hoarder, he brought a lot of stuff with him. I don't know if he's too busy messing with his little thingamajigs, but he hasn't talked to me, so I'm afraid he might be a suspect too. Oh, heaven forbid. Okay, this is getting scary. They just said that by a vote of 17 to 1, he's the main suspect this round, and we gotta kill him. Oh, I need to go back to my ranch. Oh, my horses, they miss me. I miss them so much, especially my little Bua. Oh, I don't want to watch this guy die. I can't be here. Somebody get me out of here.
And just what the cowgirl feared had come to pass. Realizing that they were all stranded, and realizing that he would likely act again, the group took it upon themselves to lynch the hoarder. He was dragged outside, kicking and screaming. A bar stool was brought out with them, and the rope was tossed over a low-hanging tree branch. In a matter of moments, the hoarder was dead.
I knew this wasn't going to be a safe stay. I know what's gone on here in the past. That's why I brought my husband here. I was hoping the killer would take care of him before he was caught. But the hoarder had to get sloppy. I mean, why would you kill the maid? She's got bed sheets to change. She's got toilets to scrub. Why would you kill the help? Now who's going to change my bed sheets? Anyways, I guess I could ask the butler to do it. But the point is, I brought my husband here to get rid of him. How am I going to get rid of him now?
We all got to talking, and we know that the hoarder did not have anything to say for himself. I had met him, my path had crossed a few times, and I tried to give him some motherly advice about, hey, pick up after yourselves. Yes, you have a maid now, but with all this mess that you're leaving her, it's going to kill her. Oh, kill her. I shouldn't have said it that way. Planted a seed? No. I don't know. We all made our cases, and we all knew it had to be him. He had no respect for her or her job, and so we had to kill him. It was kill him before he murdered one of us. So for a moment, I felt safer. But now, I'm thinking about it, and as I'm nervously moving about, yes, I'm day drinking now, Karen, and so I just cannot decide what's going to happen next. I don't know what we're going to do, because that means the killer is still amongst us, and I have no idea who it could be. So, quit giving me that judgy look, Karen.